This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning, Volusia County. My name is Michael Ryan, and you are listening to Volusia Today. Happy Friday, and welcome to Volusia County's best source for local news and information. I made that up on the way here, Clayton.
I love it.
Was that better than last week?
It was. It's beautiful.
It always sounds so good in my head in the car on the way here, but it never plays out. I'm joined by my co-host, Clayton. Good morning, Clayton.
Good morning.
Clayton Jackson. And Heather Belden. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning.
How are you?
Friday.
Thank you for driving in today.
Yes.
We appreciate you being here. We are your Volusia County information team, and we are going to spend the next half an hour or so giving you information about your county and what's going on. Clayton, I'll give you two guesses. Right? What's the biggest thing in Volusia County today? This weekend.
I know I got a new haircut.
That's close. That is close. That's close.
For y'all who can't see me, I actually shave my head every day, so that's kind of the running joke I have with everybody.
Wait, I'm sorry, you do it every day?
Every other day. Depends on what time I get up.
Yeah. If I get to the third day, I know I'm slacking. So that's your first guess, and you failed. You got one more guess?
Something with bikes, maybe?
I think I saw some motorcycles on the way here this morning. Yeah.
Just a few.
Tell me about Bike Week.
What is there to tell? I mean, it's amazing. It is a annual event that there's bikers from all around the nation that come in. They ride around a lot. I live in Port Orange, so I pass the Cabbage Patch on my way to and from work every day. So notice every day this week there's a few more people coming into the campground, getting a bit busy. So today is the official kickoff. Even though there's still people rolling in earlier this week, today it officially starts. It goes all the way through next Sunday. It benefits our local businesses, hotels, restaurants, everybody. It is a fun time, but there are some precautions that people need to take.
I've never been, but I do see. Are you surprised by that?
No.
You don't have a motorcycle?
No.
It's hard to push a stroller down there.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's probably some things my kids don't need.
Yeah. Not quite. Not when they're in the single digits still.
No.
Yeah.
But I live on the west side, and even City of DeLand, they have events that partner with Bike Week and help with even the west side economy. But like Clayton had said, a lot of what we do here at the County of Volusia, we do touch on the messaging about safety. And I know we've put some information out there about EMS with their suggestions on how drivers and motorcyclists alike can be safe. I actually was sent some information about a program that is encouraging drivers to be safe on their way to Daytona and once they get here in Daytona. And they had some data that they included in that messaging, and I thought it was really interesting. I'd never read it. There was a study done about motorcyclists and what colors they're wearing and how the colors can impact their safety. So, if they're wearing reflective or fluorescent clothing, white or light colored helmets, and using their headlights in the daytime, those factors help reduce their serious injuries and death in motorcycle accidents by up to 1/3. Which I thought was like, wow.
Yeah, that's a big percentage.
We always hear look twice, save a life, but thinking on the other side of it, like what bikers can be doing, and I thought that was really interesting. And hopefully somebody's listening and they put on their fluorescent yellow and orange and can have a safer experience out
so
here.
Even though wearing black may be a little swimming for the figure.
I mean, and black looks cool.
It does.
Yeah. Maybe a black leather outfit.
I feel attacked right now, just so you both know.
And then like a fluorescent orange helmet.
Yeah. That's how I got here. Actually, I left my fluorescent orange helmet out in the parking lot. Coming from St. Augustine for the past 12 years or so, the Bike Week actually trickles out into the region, right? And so we would get day trips up there, and like you said, Clayton, it benefits the entire community and the restaurants and the hotels and boost everybody. Heather, you live pretty far out west. Do you in my mind you live far west? Yeah, you're in Oregon. Do you because again I live kind of close to Clayton in Port Orange, so we see bikes for the next 12 days. Do you see them out on the country roads and stuff?
We played DeLand Little League, and I'm pretty sure they canceled all Saturday practices and games so that travel coming through the DeLand area, it's so busy. But my father-in-law rides motorcycles. My other father-in-law had one. I don't know if he still does. My dad has one. I prefer mom cars, SUVs.
Yeah.
Mom-mobiles.
Mom-mobiles.
That's what I call my wife's van.
No vans, but
My daughter's boyfriend is coming down for Bike Week for the first time ever, and I'm pretty sure that that disqualifies him for being a boyfriend ever again. He's now taken off the list.
just a friend boy.
Yeah. She can still talk to him, but no riding on the bike. So anyway, so Volusia County, please be safe out there. Not just this weekend, but for about the next 10 days or so through next weekend. Like Heather said, keep an eye out for the bikes and the helmets, and turn your lights on and be safe, and have a great weekend. There's also lots to do around Bike Week. My wife and I were talking about it this morning. So get out and enjoy your community, maybe in a little different way than you're used to.
Hey, there's something going on at the Ocean Center that's somewhat related to Bike Week.
Bike adjacent for sure.
Bike adjacent. Yes, Clayton, tell me what that is.
Yeah, it's the AMA Arenacross Championships. They actually start today, and they're going to be held at the Ocean Center. I've seen some pictures of the dirt track, everything. It is beautifully set up. They're going to be hitting some jumps. My wife and I were actually talking about taking our kids, but it's like, we got some stuff going on this weekend, but they're actually, if you're not able to make it today, they're actually coming back for the second rounds next weekend, I think next Friday and Saturday. Yeah. So there's 3 opportunities for you all to catch some wonderful, again, this may surprise you guys, but actually I rode bikes, not dirt bikes, but actually sport bikes in college.
Did you really?
Michael's giving me a look like you're lying.
It does surprise me. I'll be honest with you.
He's waiting for a punchline. I just want to throw a joke in there, but I actually did. I gave it up my mid-20s, but. But there are other people. There are your sport bike people, and then you got your dirt track off-road. So there's bikes. If you're a bike enthusiast, we got the Bike Week in town, and we have the AMA Arenacross Championships. So if you're a bike enthusiast, what else could you want?
I know. Well, and surprisingly, I knew nothing about Arenacross and what they were doing here, so I went and looked it up. Yeah, for this. It's cool, right? Episode. It actually, if you go to their Facebook and watch some of the videos they did one recently. I guess the 2 men, the 2 pros that are competing in this weekend series, this weekend and next weekend, there's 2 that are fighting for the top spot. And they're only 9 points away, which in their world I think is very close. Yeah. And so I think in our world that's close. I was I don't know who I'm rooting for. But I also saw they do track parties before each event at the Ocean Center. And that's just an opportunity where I think it's a minimal fee. If you already have tickets or if you have a VIP ticket, it's included. You can go out on the track and walk the track. You go and meet the pros. Oh, that's cool. You take pictures. They get signed autographs. I think if you have kids that are really into X Games type stuff or fun, high-powered, high-energy environments, this would absolutely
definitely
be
gets
something.
Adrenaline going.
Yeah, and it's super family-friendly. I think I also read before they do the pro races, they have amateur races on one of the days. And
so Clayton can get in?
Clayton could get in.
Well, that was yesterday. I was at work, so Michael wouldn't let me off for that.
I was surprised to see the youngest age group is 4.
No way, that's cool.
I need to go find some pictures. I bet it's the most adorable thing ever.
That would.
Is that something you're going to get your kids into?
No, that's scary. But
have you ever done Monster Jam?
No.
It's trucks, same concept, but with trucks. Super cool. I've taken my daughter and all her friends and stuff. It's cool.
We always joke that my husband and I'm the inside cat. So we'll go get our nails done. We'll go shopping.
Well, yeah, that's me too.
I can see that.
We'll play indoor volleyball and basketball. And the elements are just
don't sweat or get dirt under your nails. Yeah, I got you. So with that, lots of things going on at the Ocean Center, Clayton. Thanks for bringing that up. And you mentioned it's motocross this week, motocross in a week. You know what's coming up the week after that?
You have to remind me on this.
I do.
Well, let's see. Since Clayton's doing so well in the test today, what sport takes 8 seconds to win?
You should know this.
Come on, man.
Country boy.
Yeah, have you heard your accent?
A few times. Yeah. You're stumping me on this one.
Bull riding, bro.
Bull riding.
Yeah, at the Ocean Center. Yeah, and the cool thing is this is just inside baseball, but the cool thing is they're sharing the same dirt with the motorcycles. So motocross is coming in this week and next week, and then they're going to leave the dirt. I assume they may have to replace some and leave the dirt, and then the bull riders will come in. So lots of things going on at the Ocean Center.
Now, I will hop on a bike bike, but I'm not hopping on the bull.
You don't have to ride the bull, but you should go. I saw that kids' tickets were like $8.
Yeah, I'd go for $8 just to watch that.
Heck yeah.
Well,
you're not a kid, but.
Well, is it more expensive for me? It's going to be like 10?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check the budget on that. It'll be a little sketchy, but we'll see. It would be really, really cool. And how often do you get to see that in Daytona, right?
Not often.
Yeah.
So what of adrenaline stuff going at the Ocean Center?
Yeah, lots of stuff going on at the Ocean Center. It's worth keeping an eye on the website and just the center itself. They're working very hard to bring in some more community-oriented events. I think we're going to see some more concerts. The Globetrotters are coming up. I've always
that's fun.
Like 7-year-old me wanted to see them.
You haven't seen them?
No.
Neither
it's
have I.
cool.
No
You've seen
person.
them?
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
I'm so jealous.
It was really cool.
You're like 12 years old. How did you see him and I haven't seen him yet? That's so annoying. Wait, have you seen the what is that other one? The bananas, the baseball.
No,
The
and,
Savannah Bananas.
Yes, yeah.
To get the Savannah Bananas that's a task. It's up there with like Taylor Swift. You have to enter a lottery and validate your phone number
is that really
10
true?
times. Yeah, I didn't get in for
Wow.
like 3 of their shows in Jacksonville.
Can you say the complete sentence? You didn't get in to see the Savannah
I
Bananas?
did not. I was a loser in the Savannah Banana game.
You were gonna drive to Jacksonville to see the Bananas?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Heck yeah.
I was up there at that time, and I didn't understand what they were and stuff, and kind of blew it off. My daughter plays ball, right?
Yeah.
So for her to go see them have fun and stuff was gonna be a big deal.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's still on our list.
You should. I want to go. I'll let you know if I ever do.
Well, put me in the lottery with you.
Hey, and our graphic designer, Paul, he's going to love this show because we're actually talking about baseball.
That is true. That is true. And we've not fallen asleep yet.
Shout out Paul. Speaking of Paul, he hit 20 years.
Yes,
week.
Congratulations to Paul, which I'm pretty sure Paul has never listened to this radio show ever, but we'll replay it for him. Congratulations, Paul, for 20 years, right?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
20 years anywhere is a big deal in 2024, right? But let alone in county government, which is not the easiest job ever.
Yeah, but I told him, said 20 years down, 20 more to go.
Yeah.
So he hasn't confirmed that yet.
No,
You know,
he probably laughed
I
at
thought
you.
I was going to have to speak at his thing, and I didn't, but I was prepared because I thought Paul spent the first, I hope Paul hears this, Paul spent the first 20 years accumulating all that stuff in his office, right? I mean, it's I don't want to use the word hoarder, but there's a lot of stuff in there, right? Like, so scratch that from the replay. But we're going to spend, my joke was we're going to spend the next 20 years of his career emptying that cubicle out and giving all that stuff back to where its rightful owners.
You're not going to win that battle.
Yeah, probably not.
The historical archive of what he probably has in his office is
God.
probably really cool.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, he's been around for a lot of cool things that have come through Volusia
And like
County.
we'll ask him, say, hey, this division, they're looking at his flyer. He goes, yeah, I think I did some, from like 2004. Let me grab that and we can see what we can update.
Wasn't
with it.
2004 only like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, Nelly stuff, right?
But I mean, he has this treasure trove of his memory of everything he's done. He goes, oh yeah, I think we did this year. Let me go find that file and we'll update it and all that. I mean, he's a tremendous asset.
We should do
to
a
the county.
throwback Volusia County graphics in honor of Paul.
We could do, except
would be
we'd have to make Paul actually do it. It was just more work for Paul.
Yeah, I don't think he wants my graphic design skills on that task.
You know what, Paul and his milestone is a good lead into the commercial. So we'll be right back after this break.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
We're back. You're listening to Volusia Today. Today we have our Community Information Division. I am Heather Belden, along with Michael Ryan, our host, and Clayton Jackson, our co-host. It is a big weekend for our Volusia County Beach Safety team. They are starting their lifeguard tryouts for our 2024 summer part-time seasonal recruits. The first one will kick off on March 2nd. It's from 9 to 1 at the Ormond Beach YMCA. So this is just one of 4. There's one every Saturday in the month of March. They go back and forth from the Ormond Beach YMCA to the Port Orange YMCA. If you know anyone who is a swimmer or athletic, I think they start, you have to be 16 by June 1st.
On or before June 1st.
On or before June 1st. What an incredible summer job.
Right.
I mean, that's just the coolest. I remember being in that age and going to the beach and thinking like, wow, I don't think I'm that cool. Like cool enough to be a lifeguard. Yeah. What's actually the most fascinating is just how big they play a role in keeping our beaches safe, and they're not out there just for rip currents and making sure that people are swimming safe. They help with jellyfish and other marine life, and they learn all about this. They help with the tides and letting people know when they can be driving on the beach and when it's too high. It's such a cool opportunity, and it's very unique, obviously, to Volusia County that we have this program available for people to get such a cool part-time position. The starting pay is $17 an hour.
Yeah, they bumped up the pay.
Yeah,
wow, nice.
They implemented some bonuses. I think up to $1,700, $1,750.
Yes.
So there's different ways where you can be eligible for those bonuses. What I also saw is that they're doing their junior lifeguard tryouts in conjunction with the lifeguard tryouts. So this is for children ages 9 to 15, kids who are comfortable swimming. This is not for beginner swimmers. This is something that like you should know how to swim.
Wait, I'm sorry. You don't want a beginner swimmer to be your lifeguard?
No, absolutely not. But for kids that are 9 to 15, they come, they try out as well, and then they spend the summer kind of alongside our beach safety lifeguard program. They learn about health and physical fitness, they learn the basics of first aid, they learn rescue techniques, and they also learn some of that marine biology and coastal environmental education. So I thought that was really cool that they're doing both of these programs right now. So if you know anyone who's a water enthusiast and has interest in that, have them go to volusia.org/lifeguard, and you'll find information on both the part-time tryouts and the junior lifeguard tryouts.
And there are physical athletic standards that everybody has to meet.
Right.
But
wait, I feel attacked again.
It's not about. I'm just putting that out there for the public.
To be a lifeguard?
My wife is listening somewhere going, "It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you."
But like, hey, if you feel like you're there, try out. And if you can't pass all the standards, the Beach Safety Division, they said they will work with you. They'll give you the exercise plan, the diet plan, what you need to get you there. So they said, if you're right on that cusp, they can help get you there. So
Michael, head to volusia.org/lifeguard.
I will tell you why I can't do that. Was that the end of your URL, your website?
And then you get to all those benefits that Clayton had talked about.
I don't share this with many people, Heather. I was a lifeguard at a summer camp in like the early '90s or something, right? College, and I was the worst lifeguard ever. It was up in Massachusetts, and I literally fell asleep on the stand one time, and they called a drill, and so they called the drill. I'll never forget this. It was such a nightmare. They called the drill, and all the lifeguards start running and doing what they should be doing, and I was literally asleep on the stand.
Oh no!
So I don't know that I would qualify.
I see some Hasselhoff jokes coming your way in the near future.
Oh yeah,
I do look good in red.
Paul's going to go ahead and start designing some stuff now. He's going to put you in the lifeguard tower.
But what a great group of people to go work with out there too, with Annie and Tammy and everybody who's there.
The 2023 Beach Patrol of the Year.
That's a really good point, Clayton.
See if you get this reference. Best of the best. Elite. What movie is that from?
I feel like it sounds like a dodgeball-y type.
No, it's actually seriously. It's Top Gun.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Top Gun, the first one or the second one?
The first one.
Look at you going old school. Vintage. That's impressive, man. What else is going on this week or coming up?
Well, we did vaguely touch, or not vaguely, but we did touch on Bike Week, and for our Votran riders out there, we just want to let everybody know that starting today, that with the influx of traffic, they are going to be doing some alternate routes, some adjustments. So, this is kind of standard procedure for Votran whenever there's big events coming into town, which brings a lot of traffic, could impact routes. they're proactive in figuring out which way, based on historical data, how to shift those routes. That way we can still get our passengers where they need to go in a timely fashion. So if you are a Votran rider, please visit Votran.org. On the very top of the page, there's a slider that has Bike Week alterations. Click that, and you'll be able to see if one of your routes that you take is impacted. That way it'll kind of give you the breakdown on how you need to prepare.
Nice. Heather, what else do you need to talk about with the last 6 minutes of our time on the air?
In my world, this is actually really exciting. I know if you've been listening before, I always love to talk about my experience as a Volusia County summer camp counselor.
Yes.
It's where I met my husband, so it's near and dear to my heart. But for the first time ever, and this is like making Volusia County sound a little, old or behind,
right.
But for the first time ever, summer camp registration just opened at 8 a.m. today online.
Oh, for the first time online.
Yeah,
yes.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Welcome to 2010,
I
Volusia
know,
County.
right? So the summer camp program runs from June 10th through July 26th. There are 12 sites to choose from all across the county, east side, west side, in between. They do a ton of cool field trips. If you are looking for summer camps in the area, I will go out on a limb and say I think we have one of the best field trip calendars and schedules out of all of the summer camps that are available.
Really? Where do they go?
They go to Daytona Lagoon, they go to Aquatica, they go to the movies. They have a ton of fun field days and things that they do back at camp that just keep the kids really engaged and really active during that time when they're out on school break and just hanging out with your friends. I mean, I have so many great memories of, crushing some kids in Uno.
I'm sure.
Breaking hearts across the county. But the registration's online, so if you go on there, you can see all the different locations. They also have summer camp scholarships available through our community assistance program, which, Clayton, you may know a little bit more about that from your time with community assistance.
But they help eligible households who like to send their children to one of our summer camp programs, and they could help finance that through scholarships.
That's awesome.
See, I love that, man. There are so many things that this county does for the community that people just don't know about,
right.
And don't know how to find that information. But that's huge.
Yeah. And now they've not released these scholarship applications yet. Those will be forthcoming. I'm assuming Michael may want me to talk about that whenever that time does come.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we can do that.
Go tell the story, man.
Oh, absolutely.
And then for the parents that aren't exactly on top of other things, they do still have a spring break camp, so that's in March. So if you haven't made plans for where your kid's going to be during spring break, they have spots available.
You can still get in?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
So that is held in DeLand. They only have the one location in DeLand, so some of our west side families, it's probably a little easier to commute there. But if you go to volusia.org/recreation, you'll find information about both the summer camp and the spring break camp. And I obviously recommend 10 out of 10 Volusia County Parks and Recreation camps.
I'm wondering, Heather, if there's a crossover between Bike Week and the spring break camp. Like somehow bring the bikers in as camp counselors. I don't know. There's got to be some way to leverage that we'll look at next year and figure that out. So, Clayton, just as exciting coming up this week is Flood Awareness Week.
Oh, yeah. It actually kicks off Monday. It is an annual week that it's actually all across the state. It's not just unique to Volusia County, but it's where everybody in Florida, all governments in Florida, they put out messaging about, preparing for floods, obviously the importance of obtaining flood insurance. Again, we cannot reiterate this enough. Most homeowners' insurance plans do not cover flooding. Again, I can't say that enough. If you own your home and you have homeowners insurance, that's fine. But if you get flooded, there's a very good possibility that policy will not cover flood damage.
Clayton has one dad joke. Watch this. Check this out, right?
Yeah.
How do I know if I need flood insurance?
Well, that's easy. You just pull out your driver's license, and if it says the state of Florida on it, you need flood insurance.
But right.
But the thing is, in all transparency, that's Jim Judge. Yes, I stole it from
your
Jim.
One dad joke, and you stole it from another dad.
But I did get rights to use that. So
a stepdad joke or a half.
So definitely follow the county's Facebook account, Instagram, and all through the county's emergency management division. They're going to be posting daily posts next week week about different tips, safety measures, and importance of flood insurance. So definitely check them out, follow them. And also, if you're following our emergency management division, in times of disasters such as the dreaded H word, which we're still a few months away from, you're able to get information directly. And one last teaser that put on your calendars for May 4th, we are going to be doing our a Hurricane Expo at the fairgrounds. It's going to be from 10 to 2. We're still putting that event together, but just go ahead and put that down on your calendar, and we will be putting out more details as the event nears.
Clayton, I live in Florida. I know everything about hurricanes. Why do I need to go to that expo?
Well, you can find out about flood insurance policies.
Okay.
Like they can talk about that. They can talk about preparedness tips, like you're cleaning your gutters. There's going to be multiple vendors there talking about hurricane shutters if you want to. And there's different, also like our community services department, they will be there talking about, if you have still been, need repairs, recovery after Hurricanes Ian or Nicole, they will be there to talk about the different programs we have. Again, we'll throw one thing in there, the Transform 386 program. They are still accepting applications from homeowners who still need repairs done or who would like reimbursement for repairs made due to the damage from Hurricane Ian. So definitely go to transform386.org and check that program out.
And just as exciting news as Flood Awareness Week, there is a county council meeting coming up next week on Tuesday. Is it a day? It's a day meeting? It's a day meeting.
It'll be a morning.
It'll be a morning meeting.
First one of the month, yes.
So be sure to tune in and watch all of the exciting stuff happening at the county council meeting next week. And a real quick update on the fuel terminal in Ormond for those who are paying attention to that topic. God, Heather, I can't get the sentence out today. So anyway, an update on that. The applicant turned in their documents to us and their site plan, and we offered our first round of comments for those paying attention to that. So please visit our website, take a look at those documents if you're keeping track on that. Heather, can you sign us out on the last 30 seconds or so?
Yeah. Good news, splash pads opening at Sunsplash Park this season, this morning, 8 a.m. That's at 611 South Atlantic Avenue in Daytona Beach.
That's where we're all going right after this, right?
We're going to go Bike Week, Cabbage Patch, Splash Pad, sign our kids up for summer break camp.
And then the Ocean Center for motocross.
That's it.
Right. Volusia County, we hope you have the best weekend.
Have a great weekend.